AITA for refusing to resell my Taylor Swift tickets. Hello, longtime lurker and first-time poster. I, 26F, have been a Taylor Swift fan since middle school. I say she's gotten me through some pretty rough times. One example is when my neglectful family banned me to my room for a full year with no TV or any entertainment at all. I secretly kept one of those tiny iPods, and all it had on it was her debut album. I listened to it over and over and over. It was all I had. My speaker was some weird toy I got for Xmas one year. It was a stuffed elephant with a little aux cord and tiny speaker on its rear. Never used it until that moment. I'd say from then on I've heard every song, purchased every album, and still listen to her daily. When she announced her Eras tour, I was so excited. I was going to try my best to get tickets. I did the verified fan, fought 2,000 plus Swifties in the Ticketmaster queue, and somehow left with 2 tickets in the nosebleeds for $155 each on 8/5 in Sophie Stadium. At the moment I was completely broke, so I had to ask my boyfriend if I could borrow his Amex card to pay for them. He said no numerous times. I think until I had tears in my eyes and had to beg how much it would mean to me. And of course, how I promised to pay him back. He said I had to get the cheapest tickets. But that didn't matter to me. Just being there was my goal. Fast forward to now. Tickets are reselling for $2,500 each in the section we are in. He expects me to sell them. I tell him no way. He has been calling me selfish and that I care more about some rich person more than my family. Him, 27. Son, 6. He is arguing that there is no person in the world he would see for $5,000. I say I didn't pay $5,000, I paid $155. Completely paid him back BTW. And the memories mean more to me than that money ever could. He argues I should have known they were going to be a hot item and bought more seats for the sole purpose of reselling. I just say I didn't buy them to resell. I bought them to go see my favorite artist. He just keeps listing the stuff we could pay off. My car or his student debt. Or the vacations we can take instead. Vegas. Disneyland. I just can't give them up. Am I being irrational by not reselling them? AITA? TLDR. Taylor Swift tickets I bought for $155 now reselling for $2,500 each. Boyfriend expects me to sell them. I have been a huge fan of hers for forever and don't want to miss this tour. Sell his ticket, go without him. NTA. Don't miss the concert. And bring a friend, not the boyfriend. He will be a jerk and ruin your night if you bring him. If he had something of value like this, would you insist he sell it? If you've paid him back, he can suck eggs. NTA. And take note of his greed. That's a deeply unattractive trait and not the kind of thing that tends to change in a person's outlook. Is this a trait you want in your life partner? NTA. I never got to see Kobe play. And now Celine Dion can't do shows anymore. 20 years of me staring opportunity in the face thinking it will always be there. Go while you can. Be there. Taylor Swift isn't going to tour forever. NTA. The memories from the concert will be with you for a lifetime. Definitely longer than your boyfriend. NTA. It's not like you stole his card or didn't pay him back. As a Swiftie, why WBTA if you sold these tickets for more than face value? Info. Are you guys doing okay financially? Are you making enough between the two of you to cover all necessary expenses? Or are you struggling to keep the lights on or put food on the table? If you've got the basics covered, then of course the extra cash would be nice. But if the experience is worth more to you, then that's all that really matters. But if you guys are struggling to survive month to month, then you should be prioritizing needs over wants, especially with a child to consider. NTA, you paid him back. The tickets are yours. His behavior reads very greedy and gross, especially when he made you beg to the level you did and forced you to get the worst seats possible. Sell his ticket. Use the money to help you, not him. This concert is clearly going to mean more to you than whatever the money can buy. Don't give up such an irreplaceable memory for someone else's greed. His student loans are in his name only. Do not pay them off for him. His child is someone you have no legal right to unless you adopt. You're not even married to this dude. Do not sacrifice yourself for a child he will take away with him when he leaves. That includes providing free childcare when you could be working. BTW. Money is power and Social Security doesn't pay out unless you pay in. Stay paying in. Do not pay to go on a trip he wants that will mean less to you than this concert. Do this for you because you are worth it. I read this post about a month ago. YWBTA. You admit that you were broke. Boyfriend said no numerous times, and you resorted to tears to get him to change his mind. This is manipulative behavior. No is a complete answer, full stop. Then you mention your son. Based on your obvious fragile financial situation, this concert is a huge want and not a need. YWBTA is you don't sell the second ticket so that you have some emergency funds to pad your cash to. Protect your son's well-being. NTA. I fought the pre-sale line and emerged victorious with 3 tickets. For myself and my 2 daughters. At about $300 each. They were presented as an Xmas gift. Really? The Xmas gift? My eldest is 15, and starting to look ahead to driving, getting car, etc. At one point I looked at resale prices and told her we could sell the tickets and realistically get enough for them to outright buy her a solid used car. Between $810K. She rejected the offer instantly. With a, "Stop talking. Not happening." And so I stopped talking. Respected her choice. And moved on. Your BF should too. They are not his tickets. It is not his decision to make. Find a friend who will appreciate the experience and have a great time. I confess to really only knowing the top 40 Taylor songs before getting the tickets and being placed on a training plan by my kids rather than a true fan. But the entire experience was truly magical and memorable and worth all of the stress and drama of getting tickets, planning outfits, cramming lyrics, and fighting to escape the parking lot after the show. And start saving up now for your overpriced $75 hoodie as a keepsake so you're not in the position of needing a loan, even though you did pay him back. Using his card in the first place may be why he developed this misplaced sense of entitlement. YTA. You're living on the edge of financial ruin and have a 6-year-old child. You can't even afford $155 for a ticket. I understand TS was a huge help to you when you were a kid. But you aren't a kid now, and this money will be a huge help to your kid. Nah, I'm glad you got tickets to your favorite artist. But adulting is about doing what needs doing. It's really a question of if what needs doing is needed enough to give up the tickets. They might not be. If that's the case, enjoy your tickets. I mean, how bad off are you? About to be homeless? I'd sell them. I like the idea of selling one and keeping the other. Honestly, there's no reason to bring someone else with you if you can reinvest that second ticket. Especially if you don't have that kind of disposable income and you have to beg for it. If I got the tickets for my kids, I would definitely take them, knowing I lost out on money. If I bought them for myself, I'd sell them and use the money for my winter tropical vacation. Are we ignoring the fact that she used emotional manipulation to get him to pay for the tickets to begin with? I'm not sure either of them are mature enough for a relationship thinking face. Did you just spend multiple paragraphs describing your love for Taylor Swift but only mention having a 6-year-old child in parentheses and debt to pay off in passing? Nah, I completely understand why you want to go to the concert. It's also completely logical to want to sell the tickets. The only assholes I see are all the people telling you to dump him over this and or calling him abusive. If you have a strong relationship, you'll be able to work this out between yourselves. Maybe a compromise is in order. Esh, is it wise to spend $300 plus on a concert when you didn't have the money? You have a 6-year-old son to support. If you're struggling for money, you need to put your child first and not spend that much on a frivolous concert. Info. Why did you harass your boyfriend to lend you money on something so trivial? He told you no. That should have been the end of it. You having to beg and cry for it is insanely manipulative. Cut that out. You are an adult, not a child who cannot provide for herself. Wait, I totally had a stuffed animal speaker aux cord thing too. Memory unlocked.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Aircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.